Let's learn Windows 11 and Office 365 with easy beginner first steps. Today we are going through a complete, practical walkthrough of how to optimize Windows 11 for speed using only built-in tools. Everything here is safe, reversible, and designed to make Windows 11 faster during startup, everyday use, and heavier workloads. The goal is to reduce background activity, clean up unnecessary processes, and make the system feel more responsive without installing anything extra. Each section flows naturally into the next, so you can follow along as one continuous tutorial. The first step in optimizing Windows 11 for speed is to use the built-in search on the taskbar. Start typing STAR, and you'll see the system setting called Startup Apps. Open it. This panel shows every program that is launched automatically when Windows boots up. Turn off anything you do not need to run the moment your computer starts. Common items you do not need to have started and that slow the system down. These include game launchers, update assistants, unused cloud sync tools, and manufacturer utilities. Security tools and drivers should stay enabled. If something you need stops working, you can come back to this list and turn it back on. Changes take effect after a reboot, so you will notice the improvement the next time you restart your system. While the Settings app is still open, select the Apps category and choose the Installed Apps subpage. Scroll through the list and look for programs you rarely use. Many apps run background services even when they're closed. Click the three-dot menu to the right of an app and choose Advanced Options if it's available. Under Background App Permissions, you'll see a line that reads, "Let this app run in background." The drop-down menu below gives you three choices: Always, Power Optimized, and Never. To prevent the app from running silently, select Never. If an app stops sending notifications, you can return here and change the background permissions. If you uninstall something by mistake, reinstall it from the Microsoft Store or the developer's website. This step reduces background load and frees memory. Again, with settings still open, go to the System category, then select the Storage subpage. Here, check to see if Storage Sense in the Storage Management section is turned on so Windows can automatically remove temporary files. Notice on my system, the toggle switch is already in the on position. Temporary files may take a while to load. If you see the spinning wheel, that's normal. Just wait for Windows to finish scanning. Now you can select which files to permanently delete, starting with options like Other, Installed Apps, Videos, Documents, and Temporary Files. Your list may look different depending on what is stored on your computer. Deleting these files frees space on your computer and reduces disk activity. If Windows will not delete certain files, restart the computer and try again. If you are low on space, run Storage Sense manually at least once a week. Keeping the drive clean helps Windows run smoother, especially on systems with limited storage. Now type ADJUST into the search box on the taskbar. Adjust the appearance and performance of Windows will appear as a control panel feature. Select it, and a dialog box called Performance Options will open. Choose Adjust for best performance to disable animations and transparency. If you want a balanced look, re-enable smooth edges of screen fonts and show thumbnails instead of icons. Everything else can stay off for maximum speed. If the interface looks too plain, turn animations back on individually. If thumbnails disappear, re-enable the thumbnail option. Reducing visual effects lowers GPU and CPU load, especially on older hardware. Back in the Settings app, open the Apps subpage and review installed apps again with a focus on removing bloatware. Many systems ship with trial software, manufacturer tools, and pre-installed apps that slow things down. Look for trial antivirus programs, OEM control panels, pre-installed games, and browser add-ons. Uninstall anything you do not use. If an app refuses to uninstall, restart the computer and try again. If the uninstall button is missing, it is probably a system component that should be left alone. Removing unnecessary software reduces clutter and background processes. Remaining in the Settings app, select Home on the upper left-hand side, go over to the right side and choose Windows Update. Install all available updates. Updated components improve speed, stability, and compatibility. For graphics drivers, NVIDIA users can use GeForce Experience, AMD users can use Adrenalin, and Intel users can use Intel Driver and Support Assistant. If driver updates cause issues, roll it back through Device Manager. If Windows Update gets stuck, restart and try again. Keeping the system updated ensures better performance and fewer background errors. Type DEFRAG into the search box on the taskbar, and Defragment and Optimize drives will appear. Select it and choose your system drive. If you have a solid-state drive, Windows will run Trim automatically. If you have a hard drive, click Optimize to defragment it. If optimization will not run, make sure the drive is not close to being full. Freeing up space usually resolves the issue. Keeping the drive optimized helps Windows access files faster and reduces load times. Next, type Services into the search box on the taskbar and open the Services app. Scroll through the list and look for items you do not use. Common services that are safe to turn off include Fax, Remote Registry, Retail Demo Service, and Xbox Accessory Management if you do not use Xbox hardware. Right-click a service, choose Properties, and set Startup Type to Disabled. If something you use stops working, return to this list and set that service back to Automatic or Manual. Reducing unneeded services lowers background activity and can improve startup speed. The next tip to optimize your computer for speed is to type Indexing into the search box on the taskbar and open Indexing Options. Select Modify and remove locations you do not need indexed, such as external drives, large media folders, or backup directories. This reduces background indexing activity. If search results feel slow later, return here and enable indexing for your main folders. Adjusting indexing helps Windows search faster without constantly scanning large directories. Search for notifications in the taskbar search box, and open the Notifications subpage in the System category. Leave the main toggle at the top turned on, then scroll down and turn off notifications for apps you do not use. As you can see, I have many of the notifications on my computer turned off. This reduces background activity and interruptions. If you notice you are missing something important, return here and enable notifications for that specific app. Cutting down unnecessary alerts prevents background tasks from triggering and helps your computer stay more responsive. This next quick tip is to right-click the taskbar and open Taskbar Settings. Turn off widgets and any other taskbar items you do not use. Reducing these elements keeps the taskbar cleaner and prevents background components from running when you do not need them. Now click the arrow in the System tray to open the Overflow menu. Turn off icons you don't need visible to keep the taskbar clean and focused. This does not disable the apps themselves, but it removes clutter and makes it easier to see the items you actually use. Depending on which browser you use, it is worth checking for extensions you no longer need. In most browsers, such as Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome, you can open the main menu, go to Extensions, and disable or remove anything you do not use regularly. Unnecessary extensions can slow down startup, page loading, video performance, and overall system memory usage. If a website stops working after you disable something, you can always return to the extensions list and turn it back on temporarily. Extensions are a common source of slowdowns, especially on older systems. If your computer feels slow when accessing the internet, open the Settings app, go to the Network and Internet subpage, and choose Advanced Network Settings. Select Network Reset, then use the Reset button on that page. This action requires your system to restart. It can fix slow browsing, DNS issues, and connection drops. You will need to reconnect to your Wi-Fi afterward. Resetting network settings clears hidden problems that can affect performance. Continuing to optimize your Windows 11 experience, press Ctrl+Shift+Escape to open Task Manager. Click Processes and sort by CPU, memory, or disk. If something is using too many resources, close it, uninstall it, or disable it from startup. If the process will not close, right-click and choose End Task. If it restarts immediately, it may be a background service tied to an app. Task Manager helps identify what slows the system down in real time. Finishing your optimization steps, restart your computer to clear memory, reset background processes, and apply all changes. After the reboot, your system should feel faster, smoother, and more responsive. Restarting is a simple but effective way to finalize these improvements. As a last resort, if performance is still poor, open Settings and go to System, then Recovery. Choose Reset this PC and select Keep My Files. This removes apps and resets Windows without deleting personal data. Back up important files before resetting, then reinstall your apps afterward. A reset gives you a clean Windows installation without losing your personal files. These steps give you a complete, practical optimization routine using only built-in Windows tools. By reducing background load, cleaning up startup items, managing services, and keeping the system updated, you maintain a fast and stable Windows environment over time. This routine keeps Windows responsive, reduces lag, and ensures smoother performance for everyday tasks and heavier workloads. I hope this helped you learn a new skill. Please keep exploring more Windows and Office tutorials.